Yo, 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 what's up? Welcome to another episode of Around the Reef, baby. Come on, let's go. Episode 15. Come on. Get fired up. How's everybody doing out there? I'm doing great. I'm having a great day. I got some really exciting Around the Reef business that I want to let you guys know about. So, we're getting some hats made. I've been hyping it up. Well, I got the design in and they're looking really nice. Literally as I speak, as we sit here right now, Around the Reef hats are being made. How exciting is that? They're going to be sweet too. They're going to be I drove down to the place that got like the embroiderer, like the hat maker guy, and I made sure because I called him on the phone and he was like, yeah, man, like you could just like send me a picture of the hat because I'm trying to I know the exact hat style that I want these hats to be. And he was like, oh, yeah, or you can just send me a picture. And I'm like, no, 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 dude. I need to come down there personally. I need to drive down there, 35-minute drive, and I need to make sure that we are making the right hats because I know exactly what hat I want. And so he's like, okay, man. So I drove down there this morning, and we figured out like which hat style it was. It's like a trucker hat basically. It's like a mid-size trucker hat. There's like tall, there's medium and low cut hats basically. So this one's gonna be a medium hat, but it's gonna be sweet. It's gonna have like a mesh back with the snapback clip at the back, and it's gonna have a cool Around the Reef logo on the front that's gonna be like sewn in. So it's gonna be sweet. You're gonna really love this thing. If you're like me and you like hats, they're gonna be cool. So I'm gonna be rocking mine on all the shows as soon as I get it, and I'm gonna be sending some free hats to anybody that wants one. So I really want to, like the hats has always been a dream of mine to get people wearing my hat. So I'm gonna get that thing going. And also some t-shirts too. I asked the guy and he's like, yeah, we do t-shirts too. So I'm getting some t-shirts. T-shirts are a little bit more expensive. So I didn't really go, I got like two of them made. So, we'll t-shirts are on the way, but we're starting with hats really. There's going to be like 12 hats and then there's going to be two t-shirts. That was the order I did, but we can always increase the order as popular demand, as demand rises. So, but it's really exciting. I'm super excited about like the prospect of getting some like personal hats and stuff for this little Around the Reef thing that we're cooking up. So, yeah, no, the guy said potentially not this next week, but the week after that, they could be ready to go. So, man, that is just really cool. So I'm pumped on that one. So hats coming in hot. And also another thing is like I'm still figuring out a way that like you guys can send me your info. What I want to do is create a website, like an Around the Reef website that just like can make it so you can one day maybe buy some like Around the Reef merchandise, even though these first ones are free, but like eventually I want to like sell some stuff, like different designs and maybe like sweatshirts or anything really. But I need to do it through a website. So I'm kind of like thinking we can make a website and then you can like send me your address and stuff through the website, just like regular online shopping. So yeah, no, we got some wild stuff cooking up. I'm just super excited. I mean, this is a really exciting time. So yeah, Around the Reef, baby, come on. The fish are still alive. The new fish. Don't worry, he moves around. It's not like he just chills. He's just there right now, but I've seen him swim around. Honestly, some of the other fish are kind of being mean to him though. They're kind of like not kind of picking on him, I guess. But as he gets more comfortable in the tank, like he'll fight back and kind of get some street cred or some tank cred, whatever you want to say, some reef cred. But yeah, no. Okay, So we got a Laker game coming up tonight. I think they're playing the Suns. They're doing that in-season tournament thing. That's cool. I was watching YouTube earlier, and uh, Skip Bayless had Lil Wayne on his show, and Lil Wayne's like a diehard Laker fan, and he actually said if the Lakers want to win a title, they got to trade AD, which I thought was kind of interesting. You know, Lil Wayne, like Lakers take their celebrity fans seriously. And when one of the celebrity fans calls for a guy to get traded, I think it means a little bit more than, you know, your average celebrity sports take, whatever. So, but he was like, yeah, they need to trade AD. And honestly, I understand why he said that because AD is like good one game, bad the next. And then he's hurt all the time too. So you throw that in there. But even when he's healthy, sometimes he sucks. Like he just disappears. So I just don't know what we would get for AD, like if we tried to trade him. But hey, I'm all for like improving the Lakes. You know, I'm not tethered to one player. The only untradeable player, in my opinion, is LeBron. LeBron is a little different because he's like a national treasure. He's really like a guy you just like don't trade. Um, you know, and AD, I mean, I know the Lakers, they want him really bad to be one of those like national treasure, like Laker, like potentially retire his jersey number and all that stuff. But man, like, we're just going to have to find out. I mean, shoot, because like I said, he does kind of let us down often. And the one title that we did win was a bubble championship. It was a lot different than a regular championship. So kind of calls into question if this dude can stay healthy. You know, with the bubble, he had like literally like in the middle of the season, he had like 4 months to get healthy because of COVID. The whole world shut down. So, you know, we'll see if. I mean, unfortunately, we're gonna see. But Lil Wayne was saying, what are we just gonna like waste the last years of LeBron on a dude that like might not come through? So I get it. I get it. But um, if I'm doing it, and if I was the GM of the Lakers, and there was a deal to be had where we traded AD, but we got back a lot of pieces, I think you got to look at it. I think you got to look at it. I think, like I said, LeBron is the untradeable one. AD is that big chip that we could do something with, you know. But, you know, I'm not in favor of making our team worse, obviously. So there's not a lot of guys that you can trade. Like AD, if you got rid of AD and you get better somehow, it's kind of hard. So we're just gonna have to see. I hope we win tonight. We're playing the Suns. So last night I went to the LA Kings, the hockey. I went to the hockey game last night. It was really fun. Had a great time. Unfortunately, Kings lost again. We lost again. So get this: the Kings' record before last night was 8-2. The two losses were both games that I went like my whole family, mom, dad, and me, minus Alec, my little brother. The three of us, we went to all the losses. What are the chances? The small number of games we go to, they lose. So last night was no different. They lost again, and the losing streak that we've been to actually goes back 6 games, including a playoff game. We watched them lose in overtime in the playoffs. That was a tough one. So I'm just saying, we might be like a bad luck charm. One funny story is like, I kind of like chickened out. So we're sitting down in our seats, and I hear in the back, one of the the people that work for the Kings, he was like, hey, does anybody want to do the cap shuffle? cap shuffle is like a game they play during timeout where like it's like so there's like the hat and it's like here there's three hats and then there's like a puck under it and it just like goes like this and you're supposed to follow with your eyes like which hat is covering the puck and it's really easy. Like you have to be kind of stupid to like mess it up. But anyways, I could have been the one to do that. Like to be the fan, I guess, that answers and you win like a little prize or something. But I didn't do it. I was like, oh man, I kind of got nervous, honestly. But so the dude like next to me, like one row back, did it, and of course he won. And oh man, one of these days, I want to like get on the jumbotron. Have you guys, any of you guys like ever been on the jumbotron? I've been on it once in all the sports games I've ever been to. I got on it one time. It was a hockey game like 5 years ago, but it's really rare. I go to like probably like I would like a relatively large amount of sports games, and I've never gotten on the jumbotron. Like I'm sorry, one time, but it never happens. So yeah, no, I'd be interested. Have you guys ever gotten on the jumbotron? And have you ever caught a foul ball at a baseball game? I've never caught a foul ball. I don't know, just kind of like fan bucket list type things, you know. So okay, I just got like some funny topics. We'll stick with the sports real quick, and then I'll move off sports. So another big story in the baseball world is free agency. I believe it started. I don't know. It started like I think it's like a couple days ago. It started where it's legal now for teams to contact the free agents, and the biggest free agent is my friend Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani, who is a friend of mine. I actually go in detail in a previous episode of Around the Reef where I talk about meeting Shohei and talking to him. I had a conversation with the Shohei Ohtani. I touched this guy. I gave him 2 fist pounds. This knuckle touched Shohei Ohtani. Just saying. And I see him almost every day. He trains at the same gym that I go to. So I just find it hilarious. Like I read all these stories about like where's Shohei gonna go, and I'm like, I should just go ask him. I should literally just be like, he doesn't really speak a lot of English, so like you got to use the translator app on your phone, but you can go up to him and like play like which team do you want to sign for? You know, in the Siri voice. And he would probably just tell me, honestly. He'd probably just be like, dude, I'm going Dodgers. You know? See, I don't want to like sway his opinion though. I don't want to be like, dude, you should sign with the Dodgers. I think he's got to make that decision himself. I mean, he's a free agent. You really only get to choose one time in your baseball career. Like just with the way most contracts are set up, they're going to sign a 10-year contract. So really, this is going to be your home for the next foreseeable future, and you just get to make this choice. You know, so you know, I think I wouldn't blame him if he went back to the Angels. I think the Angels are a great squad. I don't know if you ever been to Orange County, California, but there's really good weather here. You know, great weather. You know, I know obviously like with Shohei, like the cultural thing is probably an issue. You know, he probably wants to be around some, you know, see some Asian people, I would imagine, you know. So that kind of like disqualifies a lot of like the middle of the country and maybe even the East Coast. You know, most Asians are actually on the West Coast. So like, but in Orange County, there's a ton of Asians. Like Irvine, there's a lot of Asian people. So maybe he likes it. The Dodgers, of course. LA, I think, literally has the most Asian people in the West Coast. I think like numbers wise, LA. I think LA is a strong option for him. It's close to here. The Dodgers probably offer him a lot of money. We could use him on the field. He's not going to pitch next year, but he can still hit, and he's one of the best top five hitters in the game. And then when he comes back to pitch, he's a top five pitcher. So there's that. I think some dark horse teams are the San Francisco Giants for Shohei. Obviously, large Asian population. Giants have been trying to like give somebody a lot of money. Every offseason they've offered a guy 300 million plus, and some like Carlos Correa I think took 300 plus million last year, but then he failed the physical. And they've been trying to just give out a lot of money for a bunch of years now. They've been trying to get a big free agent, so it just kind of makes sense. Like Shohei, obviously Angel Island, the whole like immigrant, Asian immigrant thing in the Bay Area kind of makes sense. Another dark horse is Seattle Mariners. They're another team that's got a lot of dough, a lot of dinero. You know what I'm saying? And also Asian population. So, I would probably narrow it down to those four teams: Angels, Dodgers, Giants, Seattle Mariners, I think. But, I think whatever you choose, he's the nicest dude you'd ever meet. Great guy. Incredibly respectful. I mean, I was telling the story when I met him, when I was working out next to him. I'm doing a shoulder workout, and there's a yoga mat right next to me. And Shohei walks up behind me, and he's like, and I'm just chilling. He goes, "Hey man, excuse me, can I use this yoga mat?" And I kind of I made a joke. I looked at him, and I was like, "Dude, of course, man. Like, I will do anything you want. Like, of course you can use this yoga mat." But he was just so nice. It's like, here is probably the greatest baseball player of all time. And he was asking me if he could invade my space for 2 seconds. I was like, dude, of course. So yeah, I mean, and he doesn't know me. So he didn't have to be that nice, but he is. He's just that nice to everybody. So Shohei's the man, and he should go wherever his heart tells him to go. If it was me, I'm kind of rooting for him to go to the Dodgers, but if he wants to, I think Dodgers or Angels. Selfishly, kind of the Angels, because that means he'll probably live here longer, and he'll be, I'll be near him longer, I guess. But anyways, okay, let's move off of sports. What do you guys think is the most feared ocean creature? I have orca versus great white shark. Let's talk about the stuff everybody wants to know. Honestly, I love orcas. Orcas are cool. Killer whales, as they're known. Yeah, I'm in a straight up ocean battle. An ocean battle between an orca and a great white. I feel like the orca is bigger, right? The orca is bigger. The orca is also, I think, a little smarter, because the orca is like a mammal because it's a whale, whereas a shark is a fish. It's an amphibian, right? Fish are amphibians. I don't know. But he's not. Great white shark, definitely not a mammal versus a mammal, which is the orca. So, probably the orca, because orcas also hunt in packs. So the orcas could team up and take down a great white. Whereas I don't know if great whites actually hunt together. They're kind of just solo hunters. So Loki, I'm taking orca. What do you guys think? Maybe comment orca versus great white. Which one do you think would win in an ocean battle? And then state your reasoning, and then I will read it. But that's kind of interesting, I guess. What do you think the best Taylor Swift song is? I talked about this earlier, but I want to talk about it again. Um, okay, so everybody knows my favorite Taylor Swift song is Cruel Summer. I highly recommend you listen to that anytime that one comes on. It's a banger song. We're also You Belong With Me is legendary. Love Story. I think those are like my top three Taylor Swift songs. What are your top three? What's your favorite Taylor Swift song? Let me know. Um, she's got a lot of great ones. I was listening to All Too Well, the 10-minute version. That one goes hard. That one's a great song. She's just like a legend. I mean, literally, like I could name like 10 songs of Taylor Swift. I know like all the lyrics too. She's the best. T Swift, Call Me a Swiftie. What are like some great like party songs? Songs that get you fired up. I like the song Down by Jay Sean. That one goes hard. Oh man, there's so many, honestly. I'm always kind of like curious to know what's your favorite song ever? Favorite artist, favorite song. I want to know. But yeah. So, all right. One last thing I want to talk about. So I've been pretty adamant about on previous episodes telling people, young people, old people, anybody, that the world wants to hear your voice. It would be a shame for you to go your whole life and never really like just consume a bunch of content, but you never create your own content because 99% of people just consume, but they never think to get on the other side of the ball and create some stuff that other people can consume. It's probably like funny, I guess, if you haven't like talked to me in like a couple of years and then you just see, but you maybe like follow me on Instagram or something, and you like click the link to this podcast and it's just me almost every day sharing whatever I want to share. And I just think it's cool though. Like I would be so excited if like all my friends did this kind of like just talked, so I want to like inspire like another generation of creators. I want to inspire you to get your voice out there. It's important. It's really important and it's fun. I've found a lot of fun doing this, but I just like inspire you. Like if you're just like on the edge and you always wanted to try but you haven't yet, go for it. Like use this as that last little bit of motivation it takes to push you over the ledge, into taking a risk and doing something. And like you're gonna get criticized for it, but who cares? Like I think you miss 100% of the shots you never take. If you don't shoot your shot, you'll always miss. So I just think I want to encourage everybody, take that shot. I don't know what it is necessarily, but take that shot. So I think I'm gonna wrap this thing up. I'm gonna watch the Laker game tonight. Hopefully, go Lakers. Hopefully we win. And I'll catch you for another episode of Around the Reef later at some time. So see you guys. Bye.
Under the sea, under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.